Hey there, hope you all had a good weekend. We're back with episode 4, Applebuck season, and, this is kind of a tough position to be in this early in the series when I'm trying to be sort of the balanced perspective here. To get episodes like this early on, because most of them haven't been far off from this. I thought they did a great job with this one. The whole thing, start to finish, it was really funny, really fun, pretty creative, so yeah, I'm in trouble. But anyway though, so what happens? Okay, we start with Applejack at her farm. She's the first one who gets the single focus episode, first friend who gets to be the star, and her apples are in season. The family apples are in season. It's time to pick them all, but her brother, Big Macintosh, he has gotten hurt. We never see how it happened, but he's hurt. He's the only one who usually helps her, I guess, so now she has to do it on her own. And, she's really excited about it. She's totally like, oh, I've got my work cut out for me. Just ready, bring it on. And he kind of has that, deadpan personality, or that, just sort of laid back personality. He's like, it's too much for one pony. Are you saying I'm making promises I can't back up? Yep. So, he's telling her to get help, but she now just really wants to prove him wrong. She is all fired up for it, just wants to own this, so, okay. So, cut back to the town, though. Meanwhile, everything starts shaking all of a sudden, and they spot a stampede of cows coming. I didn't really know cows could stampede, but, okay, so everybody's running, except Pinkie Pie. She's just riding the tremor in the middle of the town, like, hey, this makes my voice sound silly, which, Pinkie Pie's at her best this time. She is, completely cut loose, but just really funny. But, okay, so, cows stampeding towards town, everybody's running for cover, and then Applejack gets to make her big dramatic save with her dog. She has a dog, so, Pony has a dog, how about that? But yeah, she lassos the cow at the front of the stampede and manages to pull them aside and steer them clear of the town. So she's the big hero, and then right after the cows slow to a stop, then turns out cows can also talk in this world. Just they have a big argument. Now, what was that about? And you see, I forget how the cow talks. Some kind of farm lady. I don't know, but just tells her that they were scared by a snake. So sorry, won't happen again. But okay, so now Applejack's a big hero, and they decide to throw her a ceremony, just give her an award for saving the town, one of those generic trophies. And also, everybody wants her help with stuff now, because all her friends have decided that she's not just a good friend, she's really awesome. So, okay, so cut to a week later, they throw the award ceremony. She shows up for that, but because she's spent the whole week trying to finish the orchard full of apples, she's knocked herself out. She's already at the point where she makes her entrance, and she's barely even conscious. She's barely even aware of what's going on around her, just bumping into everybody. Oh, sorry, did I step on your... But so, okay, just on stage, making her speech, oh yeah, thanks for this award here. It's sure is big. It's nice, yeah. But then falling asleep on stage, she starts playing with Pinkie Pie without even really thinking about it. They both start looking at their reflections in the trophy, just having fun with that. And I could never do it justice, but it's played really well. It's really funny. So that's the first sign that something has gone wrong, but whatever, everyone still wants her help, so okay, cut to how's she gonna mess that up. As first up is Rainbow Dash. Applejack shows up, same as she was at the ceremony, and Rainbow Dash, now, they've met up, and Rainbow Dash wants her to jump on the other end of a catapult so she can, her latest get into the Wonderbolt scheme. She thinks it's gonna help her get, a flying start into the air so she can do a bunch of loop-de-loops, and the Wonderbolts, wherever they are, will somehow notice and want her in their club. So, okay, Applejack misses the first several jumps onto the catapult, falls face first, and they kind of do they don't just do a fall, they do a Looney Tunes fall, the flattened face and the pressed into the ground, and that good idea. That's a good mix here on how to turn this show into something else that maybe people would like a little bit more than it was before. Throw in some Looney Tunes. So, and the time she finally gets it right, though, the last time is when Rainbow Dash isn't ready, when she's been thrown off by, I guess, whatever happened on the last jump, and so Rainbow Dash, that just shoots her straight into the air, not even, like, off balance or whatever, and she flies all the way to Twilight's house, where she crashes onto her balcony, and they have a funny moment there. Again, couldn't do it justice, but okay, so now Twilight figures that she needs to see what's up, and she goes to the apple farm. She gets the whole story, why Applejack has to do this all herself, and actually she points out that we did see a whole bunch of relatives in the first episode, and I mean, apparently this was just a big booming apple farm with a big family, but no, they kind of sweep them under the rug. They were just visiting for the family reunion, so they all have their own farms to harvest things on, so Applejack is really on her own. So Twilight offers to help, but just like before, Applejack's really stubborn about it. You know, she's invested now. She really wants to prove that she can do it. So, you know, she just flat out turns her down, and I mean, she still, though, can barely even hear what Twilight's saying. She mixes it up a few times. That was either the first time or the second time Twilight tries this, because Twilight keeps coming back to ask again, offer again as the episode goes on. But anyway, meanwhile, intercut with that, Applejack keeps trying to do everybody favors. They keep asking. So next up is Pinkie Pie. She has been allowed to take over the bakery for the day by the two bakers that work there. They have to step out. They put her in charge. So I guess Applejack, we did see in the last episode, that she makes lots of apple treats, so I guess she's good at this. But of course now she can barely hear what Pinkie Pie's saying again, because, I mean, she's just out on her feet, so everything Pinkie Pie says sounds like it's in slow motion and distorted or something like that. So I guess where this is going, she gets every ingredient wrong. She thinks that when Pinkie Pie said wheat germ, she said wheat worms, which must mean earthworms. Let's put earthworms in these muffins. So there's, I guess, being a little bit dense here, but, you know, just going to assume the idea is that she's so out of it that, she can't even think straight. So, okay, again, guess where this goes. They gave a muffin to everyone in the town. They all get sick. They all are throwing up, and except for Spike, he gets his muffin. He thinks it's great, because, of course, he's not a pony. He's a dragon, and whatever dragons eat. So, and then next is Fluttershy, who wants Applejack to help her round up rabbits. And by this point, Applejack has it's getting to her. She's becoming, like, really sort of grumpy, really short with everybody. Because, I mean, before, you know, she was out of it, but, I mean, she was still trying to be nice, still trying to be sweet about it and pressing on. And, I mean, it was sympathetic, but she's on her last nerve now, and she's, like, barking at Twilight, would you stop it already? I don't need help. So, and now Fluttershy trying to tell her to be gentle to rabbits, because, I mean, I guess rabbits it doesn't take much to get them to run away, but yeah, Fluttershy tries to tell her Applejack we know how to round up animals, but how to get them? And yeah, Applejack and her dog snarling, trying to chase down a bunch of rabbits who are just scared out of their minds and bolt for it, and they chase them all the way to the town, which they play exactly the same way as they did the stampede of cows. They come right up to the town, and this time nobody stops them. They run straight through the town, and Twilight arrives a little later. Everybody's lying around like they've gone through some massive destructive horror, and then she looks up, and the town is totally fine. So, I mean, what were rabbits going to do? It turns out they're just eating the garden. That's everybody's garden. So I guess Mother Nature ponies, or whoever, the gardener ponies, they're all bent out of shape about that. So not the worst thing they could have asked for, but still, okay, it's time to call Applejack out. Twilight finally goes to really put down her hoof again. Alright, Applejack, this is it. You need help. But now Applejack's all proud of herself. She's like, no, I don't. I'm done. And, the whole field of trees is totally empty. She's all ready to really shove it in her face, like, how do you like them apples? And then the big brother comes back for just 5 seconds, I guess. He walks up, and deadpan gives her the, how do you like them apples? And turn your head to the right, and there's a whole other field of apples that she somehow didn't notice right next to the first one. So, yeah, Applejack just completely, like, yeah, he knocked her out with that one. She falls unconscious. We never see the big brother again. He just showed up so he could give her that one line. That was pretty funny, though. If I could steal a line from Screw Attack, he put the pone in pony. So, okay. So Applejack wakes up. Twilight gives her this sweet little speech about how she's always there for her friends. So now when she honestly needs help, she should let them return the favor. You know, two-way street. Friends should look out for each other. So Applejack finally accepts, and all the friends come over, help her harvest apples. I guess some of them are better at it than others, like Twilight, with her magic, is able to just get every apple on every tree in the section she was working in off at once, so pretty useful. And, oh yeah, they all make nice. Applejack apologizes, and then they end with Spike trying to force the garbage muffins on them, like, come on, they're really good. Everybody's like, ew, I threw those away, you got them out of the garbage? Just, boys are gross. And still on that one, I'm guessing they're not gonna keep that going, but I mean, it's kind of funny that that's the direction they were on early on. You know, it's like, that's when what were they expecting? They were really expecting it to be the way it was before, weren't they? So they were trying to counterattack before that even happened. But okay, so like I said, I thought it was really good. I thought it was just really funny, just, really breezy watch all the way through, and yeah, I liked it a lot. So, and of course, I'm scared out of my mind that I'm gonna get a ton of comments like, oh, this is positive reviews to every episode so far. You're totally a brony. You're full of it. You're just trying to promote it and not have people coming after you for it. And I'll be like, no, I totally wouldn't be watching it if I weren't doing these reviews. I still think Avatar and Doctor Who, and I still think they're all better. I'm not. I'm really not. But I don't want, maybe as this keeps going, maybe it will totally win me over. If they keep giving me episodes like this, who knows, maybe someday I'll just be like, whoa, I've totally fallen for this. I don't know who I am anymore. No, but no, but I doubt it. I really doubt it. So as is, it's still though pretty good stuff. It's one of the better cartoons for kids on shows today. If every episode were like this one, I would probably say there's not many better, but or even as good. But yeah, the two in between, I think we've had two pretty great ones so far, and then in between two that were decent, good, you know, so, okay, right up there that with, I said Phineas and Ferb before, SpongeBob. I think the general consensus is that SpongeBob is getting worse, but right up there with those. Maybe if most of the episodes are like this one, maybe even a little better, so, okay, and, let's see, did I leave anything out? I said, yeah, Pinkie Pie was really good, Applejack, I mean, you feel for her this time around. You know, she's trying to be diligent and get it all done. I mean, I'm sure if anyone's ever tried to do a project they were really proud of, like, you might have been through this kind of scenario at least once. So, yeah, that was, I guess, pretty identifiable. So, all in all, pretty good. I guess everyone else was solid support, I guess. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to come up with anything else. Okay, so, alright, see you at the next one.